Hello and welcome back to Cities Skylines, Better Cities, and in today's episode we're gonna turn this village-like area into an innovation district, and it's gonna be a mix of innovation district and smart district. So basically what innovation districts are, they are places, they are districts that are designated to startups and other innovative enterprises. And smart districts are the areas where cities trying out new concepts, new developments, and it's gonna become a footprint for some other area in the future. So it's gonna be a mix of smart district and innovation district all in one. And we're gonna use this area down here, this entire area for it, and then we might expand it over here. Of course, that might include removing some of these buildings. And ultimately what we're going to do is replace this entire area with a brand new district designed based on the footprints of our first innovation district, our smart district in this city. So first of all, let's remove all of these people. I think the population of this district now is, it's 385 people. That is something we can afford to lose, and we're going to lose it right now. Let's clean this up a bit. So what I'm planning for this area is make it really nice, make it walkable. There are going to be a lot of pedestrian paths, there are going to be a lot of green spaces, there are going to be a lot of bicycle paths as well, and it's going to be a transit-oriented development in terms of residential and office. It's going to be in close proximity to all kinds of transport. I think we're going to use trams and metro mainly for this. But we might consider other options as well. We didn't have any trolley buses in the city so far, so we might as well give it a shot and replace the buses with trolley buses, if that's a good option. I'm not really happy with the assets, with the basic assets for a trolley bus. The roads are they just don't look all that nice. I would probably go for some custom assets, but we'll see, and maybe we'll give it a go. Okay, let's remove all the access textures over here as well. Okay, then we'll have to go. Olive Square, I don't think I like the name, and I think these car dealerships can go as well. We can move them somewhere later on. As you can see, the city is constantly changing. Nothing stays in place for too long because evolution, because development. We need to give way to new places and new concepts. So yeah, let's do just that. We have a couple of things left that we need to clean up. I think, what is that? That might move. Shall we move it or just remove it completely? We can remove it. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, and that one as well. And this, there's a fence. Okay. Can I get the fence? Oh, okay, bye-bye. All of that. And then we're going to remove the trees as well, so we can see clearly the area that we're working on. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Let's undo that. Okay, and now let's remove the trees. We're going to place them back eventually when we figure out the road layout and everything else. All of this will have to go. I think what we could do is possibly even let this road over here. Alright, you know what, let's leave it for expansion later on. I'm thinking to take this 6-lane road and make it a tunnel eventually at some point, and this area is going to be walkable and the cars will have to go underground. Okay, now let's do some landscaping before we move any further. I think we're gonna need this soften terrain tool that's gonna make a smooth transition instead of these massive hills coming out of nowhere. Okay, that looks so much better, so much smoother and cleaner. That is much better than what we used to have here. And let's see if we have any other sharp edges. Okay, that looks much better. Let's take a look. Okay, now let's do the naming first. Lauren Hills. Okay, first of all, this district is going to be a little bit bigger, I think. Now let's the game AI come up with the name. Manor Hills. I don't like any of that. Woodland Square. Kent Park. Maybe we can call it Kent Park. Let's call it Kent Park. We can call it a park because it's going to be a really green area. Why not? Okay. Now we're gonna draw the district over here, and now what we're gonna do is set up the policies first, so that once we start building, everything is gonna be running smooth and nicely. We're gonna turn on recycling. We turned it on for the whole city. We can turn it off for the whole city again. Hold on a second. How do we do this? Like that. Policies. Okay, turn off recycling. Now let's go into district policies. Recycling, smoking ban. You can have your pets, education boost. We're not going to give the free public transport. That's a little bit over the top. And we're not going to set high ticket prices either, because we want people to use public transport. High-rise ban. I'm wondering how will this restrict the high density buildings. Let's give it a go and see how that works. Heavy traffic ban as well. Encourage biking. Okay, what else do we have? No loud noises in the night. Okay, I think we can do this as well. It's not going to be Old Town, it's not going to be a VIP area. We're going to do combustion engine ban just because it's a popular thing to do recently. And encourage people to drive electric cars, which are still pretty much stupid, but well, we can imagine that we have all the infrastructure in the city, that it's not a real world city. We can afford to have this transition without any effort, and we can provide enough charging points so people will be actually happy to use it. Okay, so first of all, let's start with the transit-oriented development part. What we're going to do, we're going to place a metro station. I think we're going to go for this beautiful Reggio Emilia train station. I hope I pronounced it correctly. I think we're going to place it right here. And here is how it's going to connect. First, one of these is going to go... Oh wait, one of these, we have two lines on here, we have two tracks, so here's how they're going to go. They're going to be all overground. I think one is going to go this way, and it eventually going to top into the city metro system. And the other line is going to go in a loop, and one end of which is going to end up at the airport, so we can have really good connections to the airport as well. For that, let's prepare our airport over here. Let's remove everything that stands in the way and replace the roads with the ones that we can use. Okay, that seems like exactly what we need. And let's place another metro station so that it will be ready whenever we finish building. Now, first of all, let's build the line that goes this way. Let's see, how shall we put this? It's going to be overground. I think it's okay. I think it's okay to have it like that. It's not a big deal. Can we make it go over road? I think we can. We have just enough assets to do so, and let's see if we can place them in the right spot. Oh, that doesn't want to go in place. Okay, I think this is how it works. Okay, yes. Yes, so here's how we're gonna do it. It's gonna go over road, and then it's gonna connect over here. Okay, so it's gonna be over road here, and then we're gonna use the standard one to connect this way. Hopefully. If that is going to work, I'm not quite sure. Alright, that doesn't work. Let's try maybe this one. Okay, that's better. That's better. That is looking a little bit weird, but we can adjust it. I think it's not a big deal. Alright, alright, alright. That's fine. That's okay. That tree is placed a little bit awkwardly, but we can fix that a little bit later. That's totally fine for now. And I think the second one will have to tap into this one as well at some point, if we can do that. Let's see if we can. No, seems like we cannot really connect it to this one, but we can try something different. Let's see whether this one is going to be sufficient enough for us in this case. Okay, that looks fine. That looks fine. That is not ideal, but we can adjust it a little bit. Let's go lower with the height. Okay, like that. And this one will have to go a little bit lower too. Okay, so that we have less of a slope over there, and it doesn't look like it's out of place. Maybe we can lower these bits as well. And this bit over here. Okay, that looks fine. That looks fine. Now let's continue with this one that goes over road. Oh, we have nowhere to tap into this. Over this road, it's gonna be a little bit tricky. Okay, so we need to do some landscaping over here as well. Let's see what road can we use. Oh, I think, yeah, we use the one with the bicycle lines. Let's do that. We're gonna remove all this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and probably this, and then do some landscaping. Let's see, what can we do about this? Okay, that's not ideal, but again, we're trying to fix a different area now, so yeah, one step at a time. Let's see if we can place the road properly now. Stop switching. It's not underground. Why do you have to? Okay. That is a little bit weird, but okay. Alright, that's much better. And that is it. Now let's see if we can continue with the overroad train tracks. Let's just go straight on and see how far can we get with this. Let's see if we have any weird looking areas. No, so far so good. It is not ideal for the residents of this area, but, well, what can we do about this? Not that much. Not that much. Let's keep building. Alright, so we need to find an area over here to place another metro station so that we can have a kind of a transit hub to these two. But we don't really have a suitable area, and I'm thinking whether or not we could go underground from here. Let's give it a shot. I'm not sure if we have enough space for that, but we can always try. Oh, no, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, and that's even, yeah. That was a mistake, but it's okay. Easily fix it and move on. Okay, now let's bring it down and try to connect that to our tunnel system. Alright, so I'm surprised, but that actually worked out, and worked out pretty well. So here it goes underground once it approaches the city, and then we have, we can use the same station over here, or we can, shall we bring another one? That'll be, I think that'll be a little bit too much, but we can give it a shot technically. Let's make it look a little bit different. Okay, let's use this one maybe. Oh, that is way too big for this area. Okay, maybe not this one. Let's see what else we have here. This one would place, if we place it here, That could work as well, but still not ideal. Do we have any other stations? Maybe this weird looking one? No. No. Maybe the basic one again. The slope's too steep for that one. And they really need to be close enough. Okay, let's see, maybe still we're gonna go for this one. Oh, wait, yeah. This will do, and then we can tap into that one, and then they will have to walk out, and yeah, if they need to transfer, they can transfer over ground. It might not be as convenient, but, you know. Alright, the turn is a little bit... Yeah, there's too much of a turn, but that's okay. Let's leave it as it is. We have 1, 2, 3, almost 4 stations in the same place. They can transfer easily to anything they wish. And let's see, where do we go from here? There is one of these that's going to go the other way around. And let's see if we can place it over this wider road, and it doesn't seem like we can. No, the road is too wide for that. It's gonna look weird. Let's see which way can we go from here. Let's take a look at our metro station. We can have connection to this one as well. Maybe, just maybe, we can build another one. This is a really nice area. I wouldn't want to ruin it with overground metro tracks. Let's keep it as it is for now. Okay, I think we're just gonna keep it as it is for now. And let's take a look at the other end. The other end is gonna go like this. Okay, that is a little bit too weird looking, maybe. If we can get it just right. I'm not sure if we can. This is still a little bit off. Okay, maybe like this, we can drag it into place. Okay. So this one will eventually connect to it as well. Like that. And then this one will need to be dragged in place as well as this one. Can we move it separately? Okay, we cannot. Let's keep it as it is for now. Maybe just drag it a little bit backwards. Okay. Now, how do we turn around and go all the way to the airport? That is a big question. Alright, I think I just found another spot for our over road. They're not gonna go over road this time. They're gonna go over the train tracks, which is not that big of a difference for us anyway. I don't think... Okay, I think they'll still have to go straight on, or maybe not completely straight on, but at least bypass this landfill site. Okay, maybe like this. This side. Okay, that looks a little bit weird. Okay, maybe we can make our hub even more complex. We can add another metro station over here. I hope we can. Let's take a look and see if we can. Yes, we can, and we're gonna do just that. Alright, that looks fine. That looks okay. And let's see, how do we go on from here and connect it to our area near the airport. Okay, I think this will have to bypass the university at least. I think this is gonna be just straight on. They need water. How come they don't have any? So you can see why cities like building innovation districts, because they're going to drive development, not just in the areas where they are actually being built, but in the areas around, and as they connect to other areas and expand to other areas, it benefits the entire city. So that is exactly what is happening in our city over here. So let's see what else do we need to do. Oh, we didn't connect this part over here. Let's finish with this, and then we're going to continue on to the next thing. Alright, now let's take a look at this asset. It's a really beautiful train station, and I think it really suits our innovation district. It looks innovative, it looks cool. It's, let me see what it's called. It's called Reggio Emilia Train Metro Station. Really nice looking asset. I will link to it in the description below. And now let's continue building. So let's try to figure out how are we going to plan this area. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna have some offices over here. Let's give some area, what is it called, the residential specializations. Let's go for eco buildings here, and then the offices are gonna be IT cluster. Everything is gonna be high tech, and then we're gonna have local produce. Let's see, we're not going to have any industry, so let's keep it as it is. I think what we're gonna have a lot of offices in this area closer to the to this road over here and to the metro station as well. And then the residential is gonna be placed somewhere on this side, and on this side we're gonna have commercial. Now let's see how we're gonna do it. I think we're also gonna need some kind of a park. Let's see what kind of park can we get in this area. I want the park to have some kind of a lake. Now let's make it into a perfect circle. Here's how we're gonna do it. Just the way we do roundabouts, that's gonna work here just as fine. Well, the way you do roundabouts if you don't have the Roundabout Builder tool. Oh, we might need to adjust a thing or two. Those trees stick way too close together. Alright, so eventually I did flood the area. It's okay, it's gonna get back to normal pretty much soon. A little bit more water than it should have had, but that's fine. And we use this Quay acid that makes it look so much better. Anyway, we need to give it some time to dry, and let's see what do we do next.